This applies more to the US than other areas as some of my videos do, but at some point in life you'll want to buy a car. Even if you have one already, at some point you'll probably want to upgrade. No idea on how to step on the gas? No worries, because here's your quick rundown on buying a car. First question is, where are you going to look around for the potential purchase? These days online is your best bet. I recommend AutoTrader and Cars.com as well as Craigslist, though the last one is mostly for private sales while the first two cover both private sales and dealership offerings, but more on that later. As far as what to look for, depends on what you need and what you want. First, consider what you need. If you deal with a lot of traffic regularly, have a long commute, or both, an automatic transmission and a smaller engine like a 4-cylinder Honda Civic or a 6-cylinder Toyota Camry are probably good selections. If you live in the north, all-wheel drive like a Subaru is probably a smart choice, though it won't be as good on gas as a front-wheel drive car. Then you should also consider how many people you'll need the vehicle to hold, if you need a truck for towing or transporting larger items, and so on. After you narrow down your needs, make a list of wanted features like dual climate control, heated seats, etc. A couple quick notes on finances with cars. Always have a budget and never buy new. As soon as it leaves the car lot, it starts losing value very quickly. If you have the money, you'll get a much better deal buying a car that's only 2 or 3 years old with low mileage, and depending on how old you go, you can get a significantly nicer car in terms of performance, features, or both. I've had a car that was over a decade old, but had heated and electric seats, climate control, GPS, which are features that you may not get in a new car depending on the price and trim level. One last financial note is to never get a loan from the dealership. Be careful with loans in general, as you can get sucked into paying far more for a car over time by doing small payments over many years. The question is not how low the monthly payments are, but rather what the total price is that you would be paying, all things included. Get a loan set up in advance, though saving up and buying a vehicle outright is even better, as you can often get a lower price by paying cash or cash equivalents. Link in the description for personal finance advice on car buying. The next question to ask is whether to purchase a car in a private sale from an individual or from a dealership and a car salesman. There are pros and cons to both. With a private sale, you'll likely get a noticeably better price, and the person might be more susceptible to price negotiations depending on how badly they need the money and how long they've been trying to sell the car. Private sale or dealership, be sure to note when the car ad was first put online. If it was just put up for sale, it might be worth your patience to wait a week or two in order to check if the price might drop. Anyways, while private sellers can often give better prices than dealerships, since dealerships have costs of business that they need to recoup, there is also a higher risk involved in that there is less guarantee of quality, which leads to the opposite end with dealerships. With a dealership, most of them have their own internal inspections where used cars are checked out, parts are placed as needed, as well as possible short-term warranties. Just keep in mind that dealership salesmen will try to upsell you. Don't fall for it. Go in with a plan and a researched idea of what you want to buy in a prepared price range. Therefore, while dealership offerings are often more expensive, they are typically the safer choice in that you're less likely to have to perform repairs right after purchasing the car. A general piece of advice is that if you have a friend or a family member that is knowledgeable in cars in a mechanical sense, have them come with you to a private seller or a dealership, and they can help make the purchase a safer one for you, and possibly help find problems that help drive the price down. If you don't know anyone with mechanical knowledge, a car dealership is a safer option. The next part of car buying is negotiations. A quick side note is that if you don't want to negotiate, go to a place like CarMax where the prices are fixed, take it or leave it. Once you narrow down your options, you'll need to see the car in person. Be sure to examine it inside and out, looking for any defects that you can use as a justification for a price drop, or a good reason to walk away. Always be willing to walk away from a deal, otherwise you're in a bad bargaining position. Next, test drive the car, and be sure to remember how loud or quiet it is on the highway, how it accelerates, brakes, and how the creature comforts like heat, AC, and music perform. All this time, it's beneficial to keep your emotions in check. Even if you really like the car, don't show a lot of excitement or positive emotions. If you get really excited about a car, the salesman will catch on and he's less likely to lower the price. After that, it's time to strike a deal or walk away. Ahead of time, be sure to check the market value of the car with sites like Kelley Blue Book or Edmunds, as the price should not be far away from those values. As a safe bet, making an offer 10 or 20% below the stated price isn't a bad way to go, like $1,000 or $2,000 off of a stated sales price of $10,000, and in the case of a dealership, try to get the processing or documentation fee waived, as they can vary depending on the area from under $100 to over $500. Ask about this fee ahead of time, as dealers are often willing to be flexible on it when asked, with exceptions being places like CarMax. You will also get a better price if you pay in cash. Be wary of expensive warranty options from dealerships. Some are good, but some only pay for part of future repairs as needed, and may only cover certain parts of the car. After the sale, you'll have a list of tasks to do. You'll need to get it inspected if you bought it out of state, and then go to the DMV to register, get your license plates, and get a new title in the case of an out-of-state purchase. You'll also likely have to pay a sales tax at the DMV, which is something you should financially prepare for ahead of time. If you buy a $10,000 car, a 5% sales tax will be an extra $500. Look up your car to check if there are any active recalls, and if so, take it to a nearby dealership of your car's company to get it checked out for free. That's your quick rundown. Links in the description. See you guys later.